Oh my gosh, look at them. Holy cow. Oh, got it. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, basically what we're going to do today is basically go and get another koi for the koi pond. Unfortunately, my big orange butterfly koi that was in here actually jumped out of the pond. Yeah, jumped out. Now, the reason why is because we had a lot of rain last week, and basically, you see how high it is right now? I'm about to drain it like some right now, like halfway, and fill it back up, doing like basically like a water change because it's got a brown tint to it, all the leaves that got in here. But basically what happened was I was basically feeding them, and sometime when I wasn't watching him, he actually jumped out. But all the other goldfish in here, you can see them right there doing fine. The mosquito fish and also the calico koi, which is sitting right up under the Mexican tulip right there. So I'm about to drain this thing right here, fill it back up halfway, but nowhere near as high as it is right now. And we're basically gonna go and pick up the best looking butterfly koi that I can find today, because I'm definitely getting a butterfly koi for this. Now sometime next week I'm gonna move in the calico koi and also the butterfly koi that I get today out of this pond into the big pond down there with the bass and the beluga in it. I talked about that. I think I am going to do it so they have more room in there. This is only about 120 gallons. That down there is about 500, so you get the difference. Now, this is the fish picture for this video. Be the first one to comment down below the correct name of that fish. If your comment is pinned, you will get a shout out in the next video. Now, look what I did to the turtle cooler. I actually cleaned it out. It's got a little bit of algae back now, but it was literally fully white. The whole thing was, and I actually changed out the rock formation over there, moved it to the corner, and now they have like their own mini cave. Now they have more room to swim as well, and they can go back in there in that corner. The light went out yesterday, so I got to get into the light today. I've been having to leave the light on basically like 24/7 because of how cold it's been. It's not been that cold like for the past few days, but also there is a heater in here right there. So, oh hey, can you go? But yeah, there is a heater right there which has been keeping the water pretty warm. And obviously it's warm enough because they're out swimming around right now. As for the soft shell turtle tank, it's gonna probably be the springtime before we get any soft shells for this, but all the mollies in here are doing good. You can see them right there, all swimming around. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep, you know, I'll probably add some more mollies and platies in here, probably about 10 to 15 more of them, and then we'll get some more, and then we actually get soft shells for this. But before I get soft shells, I will be getting a heat and a UVB lamp up there, which by the way, there is a heater in here, which is right back there. Alright, so I've now gotten it basically all cleaned out now. I actually drained it halfway, cleaned the filter out as well, filled it back up, and not fully because, well, we are gonna have a little bit more rain today. So yeah, if I have to take some of the water out, if it gets too full, I will do that just to make sure our koi does not jump out. And yeah, there's the baby orange kitten again. That's pretty much it there. We're gonna head on over to the pet store right now, probably pick up some other fish as well, but go ahead and pick up the best butterfly koi I can find over there. So I think we're gonna get this big gold guy right there. That's the one. Also gotta pick up some bloodworms as well. Alright, so we are back now. We have our koi right here in the bag. I don't want to talk too loudly so I don't spook him. He's kind of freaked out right now. Basically, it's dark outside. See, it is dark. And it's also raining outside. So, yeah, there's a problem. Basically what I did, I went out to the koi pond, took a 5-gallon bucket of water out of it, put it into the styrofoam cooler right here, and we're gonna keep our koi in this overnight. I'm gonna have an air bubbler on here, and he's gonna be totally fine, I promise. I've done stuff like this before, and it always works, so I'm totally confident in it. But, yeah, we're just gonna have him in this overnight, unless I do see it slack off, like, a lot. Because I'm not going to go out there and try to put him in it while it's raining. I don't want it to overflow overnight and he'll end up jumping out. So I want to put him in there in the daytime where I can, you know, really watch him, make sure it's doing all right. Yeah, we're going to let him acclimate in this water, and then we're going to get this guy in here, and I'm also going to get an air bubbler on here. So there we go right there. Got an air bubbler going in it. We're just going to let him acclimate for a few more minutes, go and get him in there. Going to have the lid on there. Going to actually tape it down so if he does try to jump, he can't knock it off. Now I also got 5 red-eyed tetras for the tetra tank, and I might be moving the baby electric blue jay dentures, which we're going to go and look at in a few minutes, into this tank as well, just so it's a lot bigger. That's a 10-gallon there now. This is a 30-gallon, and they should do perfectly fine with all the tetras that are in here. Alright, so we're now going to get the koi into the cooler right here. I'm going to go and pop a hole in the bag. I'm not going to pour this water in here. I'm going to give you guys a good look at him. There he is right there. Look at that fish. Beautiful butterfly koi. Oh gosh, don't freak out. So yeah, we're gonna let that guy chill in there overnight. We got the air bubbler going. About to put the lid on top of here, just like that. And then I'm gonna set this big rock on top of it, so that way if the koi does try to jump out, if he hits the lid, he's obviously not gonna bust through that rock right there. So yeah, we're gonna get the guy in the koi pond first thing in the morning, but for now, we're gonna go and get our other tetras into their new tank. Alright, we got all of them in the net, put them all in, just like that, and there they are. There goes 2 of them, 3 of them right there. Actually, most of them right there schooling up. And actually, you know, in this tank, the same species of fish kind of stick together. You see the rosy barb swimming together. See the rasboras up there sticking together. The black skirts. And of course the Colombian tetras. They all kind of stick together. And also the tiger barbs, which we gotta get some more tiger barbs for this tank. And the crayfish in here actually cleaned every bit of the jobber fern that was on the driftwood right there. So I went ahead and bought them another one right here. They can go in and eat it. I'm sure the blue one will. He actually cleared out a big crater. You see this right here? He cleared all that out yesterday, and that's his spot. And there's the orange one over there, which that orange one's gotten really big. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get some breeding out of these guys pretty soon. Alright, so it's now the next morning. I have to show you guys this. It's been pouring all night long, and my pond is actually flooded. Every bit of it is flooded. So we start here where there's water literally sitting everywhere around here. Look at this. I had to turn everything off. Look at that. You cannot even tell that this is a freaking pond. Like, this is all water right here. And then look at this. It's all the way up to here. It's backing up back there in the creek. This is literally crazy. I just shut everything off. I'm about to take buckets of water out here, try to get as much out. Holy cow, just lighting. And yeah, all this water that's flowing downhill right here is going into my main pond right there. So that pond's probably about to flood as well. Holy cow. The bad part is I literally have a koi that I need to get my koi pond. Not that pond, but the other pond up here. And it's nearly almost flooded as well. Started raining last night when I was filming. And it's been raining all night long. And that is the most flooded I've ever seen that pond before. This is the koi pond right here, just about to overflow. It is crystal clear. The fish are doing fine and all. When this stops raining, I'm going to take water out of here. But I am going to wait to take water out of this one, because this one is not as dangerous, obviously, as the other one. Obviously, my main concern is for the fish down there. It is just a bass and a bluegill. My main concern is them coming out of the pond, like swimming out the pond, you know, and getting stuck. So I'm going to have to take some water out of that pond. So that way that it does not happen, because it's going to continue to rain until a few more hours now. When it does stop raining, I'm going to take some water out of the koi pond, and then we're going to get the koi into the koi pond. So we're going to check on the koi right now. I haven't even lifted this up. I'm about to check on him for the first time since last night. And there he is right there, just chilling right there by the aerator, doing totally fine. Obviously, I don't want to freak him out, but I am going to, you know, just kind of touch him. So yeah, he's doing totally fine. He was actually asleep because it was pitch black in there. But he is doing totally fine. We're going to put the lid back on here. Like I said, we're going to wait and get him in there in a little while from now. I'm actually just now turning on the lights, the tanks. So it's now been about 30 minutes. It is still raining, but it's not as hard as it was earlier. And I've also cut on the pump, and I was pumping water out of the pond. The pond looks a lot better now. You can see it has started to drain out now. The rocks are now above the water level, and also the creek is starting to come out as well. So the good thing is that there's not a lot of debris in here. That's like really good. There's also a circulation pump that's running right now. But yeah, it actually looks like a real pond now. I might have to like re-rock up there and stuff like that, because obviously the water washed like a lot of the rocks off the edges. Quick update on the electric blue Jack Dempsey's. There they are right there, both of them. I actually did a water change on this tank, and it looks a lot more lively now. I actually added some more live plants here. That Anubias plant was actually in the beta tank up here. I'll put it back down here. So now we got two Anubias. We got a sewer back there. Got these two plants right here that I actually took out of the goldfish tank. So yeah, now there's a lot more plants in here for the baby guppies. And like I said, we'll maybe moving the baby electric blue Jack Dempsey's out of here into the Tetra tank. And to get one of these big Ziploc bags right here. Okay. Big Ziploc bag to put the koi in. Obviously the temperatures in this water and the pond water have changed now since all the rain that we had. So we're going to go ahead and get our koi into the Ziploc bag right here. I'm going to see if he'll actually go right into it. I doubt he will, but he might. Oh, he did. Oh, he went right in the bag. Look at that. Right into the bag. Don't go out. Don't go out. Okay. So the rain has now stopped, and I've actually taken some of the water out of the koi pond. The koi pond's crystal clear. All the fish are doing great in here. So we're not going to go and acclimate our koi into his new pond. Alright, got him right here in the bag. Just going to let him float for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then come back out here and get him into the koi pond. So it is now time to put the koi in here. It's been about 20 minutes now. Water temperature is the exact same as the pond water. So let's now get our koi into his new pond. Alright, got him right there. Check him out. Here he goes. There he is. Look at that guy. The other koi's checking him out. Look at him. He's checking him out. And they'll actually stay together actually in here. The koi usually like to stay up under the tulips right here that have grown over the pond. And like I showed you guys before, the roots on these plants are actually growing into the water, as you can see right there. Next week, when the pond is back to normal and all that, I'm going to be moving both of these koi out of here into that pond. And then once I get the koi moved out of here next week, I'm also going to move them the 4 turtles that are in my cooler, which are the biggest turtles that I have. I'm going to move them in this pond as well, so that way they would have more room as well. But yeah, there they are right there, sitting right next to each other. Some of the other goldfish down there. Then you got the mosquito fish swimming together at the top. That is pretty much it though for now. I will certainly give you guys an update on the koi in the next video. Pretty crazy video. If it was kind of all over the place, I apologize for that. But yeah, it was a pretty wild video with all the rain that we had. Anyways, with that being said, guys, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.